Hi, this is a new day. I hope I got an encouraging word for you. My name is Bob Hatton, and I'm speaking to you from the forest in a place called Waldenburg. Psalm 91 is a very interesting psalm, and verse 1 is very special to us. It talks about the highest God, the high one. The Hebrew word that is used there is Elion, and it describes someone who is higher than everybody else. And this is how the person who wrote that psalm is describing God. And it said that this high God, this most high God, he's got a secret place for us. He's got somewhere where we can come to, where we can run to, a place of refuge, where we're in perfect safety. And I was thinking about another word in the book of Proverbs where it says that the name of the Lord is a high tower. The righteous one runs to him and he's in safety. And there's a place where we can run to and we can find refuge and we can find safety, and that's in God. This morning when I woke up, I was thinking about an old hymn, a church song that we used to sing when I was at school. And it was written by a man called John Newton. And John Newton, he wrote lots of songs. One of the songs he wrote was Amazing Grace, which you probably all know. But this song I was thinking about is how sweet the name of Jesus sound in a believer's ear. And it goes on, I can't quote it exactly, but it says that it soothes his sorrows, heals his wounds and drives away his fears. And there's a number of things that in that song which you can Google and have a look at that speaks about the name of Jesus and how powerful this name is, especially in times that are so insecure, the times that we're living in today. Now, I know a lot of these old hymns because I attended a church school when I was living in England. I went to a church school in England. I didn't have a Christian upbringing or a religious upbringing, but I remember these words because these songs because we used to sing them at the assembly. Now, one day in an assembly that we were having at school, I was maybe 9 or 10 years old. We were just finishing the assembly. We used to say the Lord's Prayer, Our Father who art in heaven, and we're just finishing this. And the guy who was behind me, he leaned forward, put his forehead on my back, and he wiped his nose on my pullover. I was very angry about this, and just as we were finishing that prayer, because yours is the kingdom and the power and the glory, I turned around and not take no regard of any person. I hit him. I should have not done that because he was the school bully whose hobby was to beat up everybody else. And he told me that we would have a meeting after school would finish. I couldn't wait to school to finish in the afternoon that day. And when it did finish, the final bell rang, I packed my stuff together and I got out of the school as quickly as possible. And I wanted to get home as fast as I could. But wait a minute, it was Thursday. So on Thursday, I didn't go home, but I went to my grandmother's house, which was better because it wasn't as far away as where we lived. I used to meet my dad at my grandmother's, and we would drive home together. And this day, on this Thursday, I left school as quickly as I could. I ran as fast as I could, and I had about 200 yards to run down the road and then turn left and then turn right and then turn left again. Then it was the house. It was about 800 yards I had to go. I ran as fast as I could, but this guy was behind me. He was running as well, and I was getting out of breath. I got stitch in my side, and I had to run up the hill and then turn left, and then I was in the road where my grandmother lived. And at the end of the road, my dad was there, and he was standing outside. He was waiting for me, looking at the flowers or something else that were in front of the house. And I ran into the road, and when I saw my dad, the fear that was within me from this guy who was going to beat me up, it just dispelled. It was gone in a second. And I stopped running. I got my breath and I started to stroll towards my dad. The guy who was coming behind me, he saw him as well. And he suddenly stopped, decided to turn round and go home a different way. I was in perfect safety because my dad was there. No matter what might be troubling you today, no matter what might be disturbing you and giving you a bad time, we can run to the Lord, where he's got this hiding place for us. He's got this place of refuge. We can come because his name is like a strong tower. We can come to him, this guy, this God who's higher than any other God, and we'll be in perfect safety. I want to wish you today a day of perfect safety. Run to the Lord, and He will keep you safe. Thank you very much. See you tomorrow. Bob Hatton from Germany.